Hi guys, welcome everyone to CBG News, which I am your host, Monica, and I'm back guys with some more up-to-date news. Um, Wait for everyone to come in the building that is going to come in the building, guys. Hope everyone had a wonderful day. It's raining here, so it's very gloomy this evening. It is very gloomy outside. So let's just pray it stop raining. So make sure you guys are hitting that like button. Make sure you guys are hitting that like button. And if you want to share me out, share me out. I appreciate it. Um, just gonna wait another minute or two to see if anyone's coming inside into the building. I'm gonna go ahead and share myself out. Uh-oh. I'm gonna go ahead and share myself out. Just allow me a moment here. Just allow me a moment. Just allow me a moment. Okay, guys. So, make sure you guys are hitting that like button as you come in. Make sure you guys are hitting that like button as you come in. Thank you so much for coming. What to talk about, guys, is um, I'm trying to see if someone is coming in, but if y'all catch the replay, y'all catch the replay because I have to uh, go ahead and get this going. Um, just allow me a few moments here. So, thank you for the one person that came into the chat. Make sure you hit that like button, please. Thank you. Thank you. So, guys, what we're going to talk about today is um, Breonna Taylor. Breonna Taylor, guys, they have indicted, but justice is not really being served because they did not indict them for her murder. What they did was they actually, just allow me a moment. So this is what this article states, and I'm gonna just go ahead and read the article once the picture. Hopefully, the picture come up. If it doesn't, then I'm having issues. It's raining, so you can expect me to have issues because it's raining. So just allow me. I'm just gonna stop the screen, guys, and I'm just gonna talk because my picture is not pulling up the way that I wanted to. Hey blogs. Thank you for coming. I am the first thing we're going to talk about today, blogs, is we're going to talk about Breonna Taylor. If I can just get the screen up, um, we're going to talk about Breonna Taylor and that the grand jury will not be indicting. Hey, Trisha, thank you for coming. Thank you for coming, Trish. I have a lot to tell you guys. If my computer can stop acting crazy, I hope everybody's having a good day. Hope everybody's having a good day. It seems like when you want to do something, it seems like your internet want to mess up on you. So, uh, but I'm just not gonna let nothing like steal my joy. Don't let nothing steal your joy. We'll just do what we gotta do. Just allow me a moment here. Seems like the internet is wanting to play out. Um, so just allow me a moment here. I hope. Um, I'm sorry, guys. It's coming up. It just taking a minute. I don't know. Okay, guys. Okay, guys. This is what has been discovered with Breonna Taylor. The police officers will not be charged for the killing of Breonna Taylor. It says here that a Kentucky grand jury brought no charges against Louisville police for the killing of Breonna Taylor during a drug raid gone wrong, with prosecutors saying that two officers who fired their weapons at the black woman were justified in using force to protect themselves after they were shot at. The only charges brought by the grand jury were three counts of wanton endangerment against fired officer Brett Hankinson for shooting into a home next to Taylor's that had people in it. Well, what the? Hold on, I'm gonna read it. Then I'm gonna give my commentary. The FBI is still investigating potential violations of federal law in connection with the raid at Taylor's home on the night of March 13th. Ben Crump, a lawyer for Taylor's family, denounced the decision as outrageous and offensive, and protesters shouting "No justice, no peace" began marching through the streets. Some sat quietly and wept. Later, scuffles broke out between police and protesters, and some were arrested. Taylor, an emergency medical worker, as we know, was shot multiple times by white officers who entered her home on a no-knock warrant during a narcotics investigation. Although State Attorney General Daniel Cameron said the investigation showed the officers did announce themselves before entering, the warrant used to search her home was connected to a suspect who did not live there, and no drugs were found inside. So what they're basically saying is, guys, that the people next door life, and I'm just gonna be real. Yes, hey, kicking it with Lynn. Yes, the interview we're working all day, but I rebuke them in the name of Jesus. You cannot steal my joy. You can't stop what I got going on right now. May have thought you won, boo, but let me tell you, you haven't won nothing. That's why I do the daily tips, because I already know if I want to do the daily tips, I have to be about my daily tips. So let me just say this. My name will not be connected to any messages. If you thought you was gonna bake me, you're not. So toodaloo, you get you get silence. That's all you get. So as I was saying, guys, it is very sad that this like there's there okay, they gave, let me just say this. Ooh, Jesus. They gave a charge for shooting in someone else, the neighbor's home where people were at. Well, wasn't Breonna Taylor a person? Wasn't her boyfriend a person? So you're saying the people lives next door were were more important than the black woman life that was taken because the fact that she shot back, because she probably thought someone was breaking into her home. And then y'all say that y'all they had every right to shoot back. They had every right to shoot back. In my heart, I feel like this: is and then you say no weapons, no drugs was found, and the actual person didn't actually live there. So you just went on a no-knock warrant, and then you just gonna start shooting up the place and killed this woman. And so what you're saying is you serve justice because you killed, because you have taken this woman's life because she shot back. But she didn't know y'all, she hasn't done anything. She hasn't done anything. But the neighbor next door got an indictment. That's the sad part about it. The neighbors next door got an indictment, but you couldn't arrest Breonna's killers. Ain't that about nothing? Ain't that about nothing? So, guys, we know that I'm gonna be honest. When I found out that that they actually was they paid the family like $12 million. Yeah, she was an EMT, Lynn. She was an EMT. Yes, she was an EMT, and yeah, it's just sad. It's just sad. I can truly say it's just sad for someone's life to be taken like that. And I'm gonna be honest, and like last week, guys, someone that I um actually grew up with, um, he was like family to my family and all that. Like last week, he he died of he was shot and killed, and they have not found his murderers. And it's sad that people lose their life to gun violence. Uh, I just feel like it's sad, and it's sad that the police that actually took Breonna's life, she did not get the justice. I don't think the family rather have Breonna than have the $12 million that they paid them. They felt like the money was serving the justice. I'm gonna be honest. They felt like the money served the justice. Excuse me, because it seemed like I got a halo over my head. Yes, it is sad. So you feel like so I feel like this, guys. Like it's probably going to be in Kentucky, Louisville, Kentucky. It's going to be a lot of riots. It's going to be a lot of, like I said, it's going to be a lot of people going to jail, fighting the police, and things like that. But just keep Breonna's family in your prayers, guys. Keep the people that's out there protesting. Keep them in your prayers because it's going to be a lot of people that, especially famous people, that's going to be um in support of this, and that's going to be not rioting but protesting. Okay, guys. So the next thing is um Ruth Badger is in we know that y'all, I promise you, I don't know what's wrong with mine. Let me tell you. Oof, hold on just a second. I promise you, the devil been busy all day, Lord. Um, Ruth Bader Ginsburg has been, guys. She has been. Hold on, just a minute. Ugh. It's so, like I said, I feel so stressed beyond. But just allow me a moment, guys. Like I said, I had everything pulled up, and then um, and then my internet just started acting up. So I'm so sorry, guys, about the delay. I'm so sorry about the delay. Just allow me a moment. Okay, guys. So Ruth Bader Ginsburg is lying in repose at in the Supreme Court. She is the first lady to ever be laid in repose, as I know. There is history for a woman. This is the first time a woman has ever been laid in repose at the Supreme Court. Um, it says here, the late Supreme Court Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg laid in repose at the nation's highest court on Wednesday, commencing a 3-day series of events in Washington to give people the chance to pay their respects to the liberal icon. Ginsburg, who died Friday at the age of 82nd, was the second woman to serve on the Supreme Court, and she held her seat for 27 years. Ginsburg will lie in repose at the Supreme Court on Wednesday and Thursday. She'll then become the first woman to lie in the state in the Capitol on Friday and only the second Supreme Court justice to receive the rare honor. Former law clerks to Ginsburg served as honorary pallbearers when her casket arrived at the Supreme Court on Wednesday. Ginsburg family, friends, and fellow members of the Supreme Court held a memorial service inside the court before commencing the public viewing. It has been said that Ruth wanted to become an opera virtuoso, but became a rock star instead, Chief Supreme Court Justice John Roberts said. But she chose the law, subjected to discrimination in law school and the job market because she was a woman. Ruth will grow to become a leading advocate fighting such discrimination in court. She was not an opera star, but she found her stage right behind me in our courtroom. There she won famous victory that helped move our nation closer to equal justice under law to the extent that women are now a majority in the law schools, not simply a handful. So after the ceremony, Ginsburg casket was moved outdoors in front of the Supreme Court so that the members of the public could pay their respects from a distance because of as we know what's going on now because of COVID-19. Um, and former President Bill Clinton, he was the one that nominated Ginsburg in 1993, and they stopped him and Hillary stopped by to pay their respects on Wednesday. So Ruth Bader Ginsburg has been is lying in repose right now. Hey there, Philly girl, how you doing, boo? Thank you for coming. I know a lot of people are not getting my notifications, but guys, I'm gonna be honest, and I'm just like this. Anytime if you do the replay, I appreciate the replay. If you're able to come and be a part of the live, I appreciate your live. Appreciate you for coming to the live. I never want to hold people to like you got to come, but I can tell you this though, I do appreciate when you come. Y'all excuse Jamel, he's playing football with the TV. Just allow me a moment. So just know, I appreciate you when you come. If you're not able to come at certain times, then that's fine. I would never be upset with you for not, for not coming. I'm not that kind of person. Just know I appreciate you if you come. Um, the next thing is LeBron James has spoke out against denouncing violence against police brutality. He said it's not right for police to, be brutalized either. It's not okay for police officers to be brutalized as well. So just allow me a moment here, guys. Just allow me a moment here. LeBron James has been in the news a lot lately. He's been talking about a lot. Okay, it says this is what it is. It says LeBron James denies inciting hatred against police. He said, not one time have I ever said let's act violent towards cops. He said that It says here LeBron James has often used his platform to be a voice for the victims of police brutality and social injustice. But on today, he came out to defend himself against critics who have accused him, him of inciting acts of violence against members of the law enforcement. Um, he publicly spoke out against police brutality, were responsible for the ambush shooting of two sheriff's deputies in California earlier this month. He states that I'm never in my 35 years ever condoned violence. He said never have, but I also know what right is right and what's wrong is wrong. And I grew up in the inner city in a black community with what we call the hood or the ghetto, however you want to picture it. And I've seen a lot of counts firsthand of a lot of black people being racially profiled because of our color. And I've seen it throughout my whole life. And I'm not saying that all cops are bad because I actually, throughout my high school and things of that nature, I'm around them all the time and they're not all bad. But when you see the video that's going on and you can see all over the news, not only my hometown, but all over America, you continue to see the acts of violence towards my kind. I can't do nothing but to speak about it and see the common denominator. But not one time have I ever said, let's act violence towards cops. I just said that what's going on in our community is not okay. And we fear for that and we fear for our lives. So, um, basically, it's people. There are people coming against LeBron because they feel like he is supporting. Hey, eating with jail, how you doing? Um, they they upset with LeBron because they feel like he's saying act out against police officers, but that's not true. He's saying what is going on in the police brutality that's going on in the black community is not okay. He's saying that he never told anybody to let's go kill cops or something like that. He's not saying that. He's saying that all cops are not bad, but it's the ones that are bad that are causing a problem. That's all what it is. Sometimes we that's it. That's all. Um, I don't know if y'all know this or not, but Uncle Ben's Rice has changed their name. It's still Uncle Ben's Rice, but they have changed their name to something different. Just allow me a moment here. Uh, you okay? Yes, you are. Well, cut it down. Cut it down some more. Yes, Uncle Ben's Rice will change their logo. Yes, just allow me. Yes, they have changed their name and their logo. It's no longer going to be Uncle Ben's. It's going to be the original Uncle Ben. And it says Uncle Ben changed names to Ben's Original amid criticism over a racist imagery. Um, it says here that Uncle Ben um, said some people expressed confusion on how the updated name was chosen. A spokesperson for the parent company, Mars Food, tells that the decision was made with the help of consumers. So I'm gonna put, I guess because they have the black man, yeah, I guess they dropped the black man, the Uncle Ben's name. To me, it wasn't racist, but okay. Hey, Christine, in real life, thank you for coming. Um, I'm gonna try to get this up. I know that this be acting up. My internet is acting up because it is raining outside. Um, so just allow me a moment. I'll make sure I can get this article up. Yes. Okay, guys. So it says here that Mars will change the name of its Uncle Ben's rice products to Ben's Original and drop the logo depicting a Chicago head waiter as part of the company's previously announced plan to create a more inclusive brand. It says the revamped Ben's products, which feature the same blue front and orange packaging, will hit shelves in 2021. They said the transition from Uncle Ben's to Ben's Original comes amid a broader movement. Hush, but if he's dead, it's dead. Movement about racial equality and heightened criticism of brands with origins rooted in racial stereotypes. In June, the food companies that make Uncle Ben's, Aunt Jemima, Cream of Wheat, and Mrs. Butterworth said they will retire or rebrand their products. So they're taking all the little black people. So basically, what they're saying is they're taking all the black people faces that were on the Aunt Jemima. You remember Aunt Jemima? That's how you know it was Aunt Jemima. So they're taking all these names out there because they feel like it's a racial thing. Really? They are. And I'm gonna show you guys the logo. This is the new logo, and it's just as plain as it want to be. It is just plain as it wants to be. This is the new logo. So they took uh the black man off, and they just call it Ben's Original, and it looks very plain. What do you think? You guys think of this? What do you guys think of them changing their name from Uncle Ben's Rice to Ben's Original? I feel as though like it doesn't make it. I know. You're right. So Christine in real life said, why don't they pay the people what they owe instead of all this nonsense? What do you mean, Christine in real life? Okay, but did they have to take the boxes of Uncle's Ben's Bravali broccoli, not broccoli, cheddar rice away and put the plastic non-flavored stuff out? That's how it is. Like they're taking away Uncle Ben, they're taking away Angel Mama. Now everybody, Mrs. Butterworth, we all know all of us about know that every person loves Mrs. Butterworth, Aunt Mama, and Uncle Ben. We all done had it. So this is what Uncle Ben's is going to look like now. It looks like a plain hot mess. It do. It looks like a plain hot mess. Um, Jayla. Well, it says here that Mars Rice brand was named in the 1940s for Uncle Ben, a possibly fictitious black rice farmer from Texas, supposedly renowned what? Okay, for his high quality crop and the face of Frank Brown, head waiter at an exclusive Chicago restaurant who posed for the Uncle Ben's portrait. The company said it didn't know if there was an actual Uncle Ben. For some, it clearly had overtones of servitude, and this is not the brand that we wanted to represent. So Mars decided to rebrand the products after hearing from consumers and employees who requested the change. There is no place for anything that's worth a hint at social injustice. So what they saying is because they got this black man face on this screen on Uncle Ben and this black woman face on Aunt Mama, that it's a racial thing. Really, people, come on now, stop putting race on everything and let it be what it's gonna be. I understand about the social injustice, but come on now, why you gonna take Uncle Ben? Oh, I didn't know that. So Christine said since they used these people for years, aka their likeness, and built the brand, that's why they should pay back royalties on the likeliness or the video estate of the people likeness. Okay, now I understand what you're saying, Christine. So they basically took these people's pictures and made it as a brand for themselves, but they didn't pay the people, honey. They didn't pay the people that the brand is showing, like the picture of the man that So I understand what you're saying now. I understand what you're saying now. So they're using a black persons. This is what I'm getting. They're getting these black people's pictures. John Doken said, "Why you too, Lynn? Hey, Donna Terry, thank you for coming. Um, Now, John Doken, I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna be real. We can have a conversation, but we don't have to disrespect nobody. We all can be respectful. Because let's not disrespect no one. We can all have a respectful conversation and not disrespect anyone. I'm not gonna take no disrespect in the chat, please. So Christine, John Doken said, why pay back royalty if they already paid them? So what he's saying is, how you know they ain't got paid? Christine, if you want to get on here and speak, because I feel like we got a discussion going on here. If you want to get on here and say your piece, there is the link. There is the link. If you want to say, come on here and say your piece about what do you mean about they should pay the people their royalties. Um, but it says here that the they said the company will donate another 2.5 million to educational programs and food access effort within the community of Greenville, Mississippi, where its products have been manufactured for 4 years. I did not know they manufactured their stuff in Mississippi. I did not know that. John Doken said if they didn't pay, then I understand Christine's point. So, um, thank you, Philly girl. I'll bring you back. I'll bring you back. That is a deep conversation. Let me look into that more. I'm gonna look into that more, guys. I'm gonna look into that more. Um, get Mars food. Okay, so just allow me a moment here because I'm researching. What? Was there a reason? Okay, so Frank Brown. Hold on. It was Frank Brown. Hey, to okay, guys, I'm researching. Okay, I can't see. I can't see that. But it does say that they are rebranding it. It's not going to be called Uncle Ben. It's going to be Ben's original. Um, It says they're going to evolve it because they want to, because of the Black Lives Matter movement. Oh, it doesn't say anything about being paid, but okay. Um. But anyway, guys, this is the last thing that I have. NFL legend Gale Sayers, guys, is has passed away. Have you? I have never heard of NFL Gale Sayers, so I'm going to give the people up. He has he has died. He used to play for the Chicago Bears. He died at the age of 77. It says here, look, I'm about to get his picture up, guys. I'm sorry. It says here, former Chicago Bears star Gale Sayers, considered one of the greatest running backs in the history of the NFL, despite career cut short by knee injury, has died at the age of 77 after living with dementia. Known as the Kansas Comet, Sayers was voted into the Pro Football Hall of Fame in 1977. Despite playing just 7 seasons, all with the Bears, at 34, he was the youngest player ever inducted. So here is a picture of him, guys. I'm gonna have to get out of here because I'm about to a little girl is about to get in trouble. She is about to get in trouble. So just allow me a moment here while I pull this picture up and so you guys know who I am referring to. This, I know that, oh, really? I know that the family of Andre Mama did receive some money, but that was for the last one. So that was Mrs. Butterworth. That was for Mrs. Butterworth. But here is a picture of Gale Sayers, guys. Jayla, you about, hold on just a minute, guys. I'm gonna get his picture up. Just allow me a moment here. Just allow me a moment. Okay, guys. So that is Gale Sayers, guys. Rest in peace to him. Um, he has passed away at the age of 77. So, guys, that's all that I do have. Um, Christine, she's wrote in the chat. I'm not sure about Uncle Ben's right, but he is. It would be disingenuous of me to speak on something that I'm not sure about. I just feel like if these people were not paid properly for their likeness, and I understand what you're saying, Christine, in real life. I understand what you're saying. You're correct, and you're right. They want to do it one at a time, and they should just rebrand everything to be one thing. And I understand what you're saying. Um, so It's sad that it has to come to that, but it's sad that it has to come to that. So if everybody, if you don't have, I'm gonna drop the link once again. Excuse all the interruptions, guys, but as a single mother, I deal with a lot, and so make sure you guys are checking out my feature channel for the month of uh, June. I mean, for the month of September. Make sure you guys are checking out Baking with Charlene. Um, Make sure you guys are checking out my feature channel for the month, Baking with Charlene. Shout out to the TBT squad. That is myself, Blossom Fiction, and the McCray Kings. Make sure you guys are connected to them. And guys, please don't forget to connect to my mom, BJ's Good News. She's now too far away from a goal of 200. So guys, let's try to get my mom to 200 by the end of the week. Um, That's all I do have, guys. Make sure you guys are tuned into the Daily Tips. I'm going to do a replay tomorrow. I am going to do a replay, so look forward to a replay tomorrow. And then Thursday I will be back. Friday I will be back with some. Okay, here is Christine. Hey, Christine. Uh-oh. Hold on, baby. Hey.
Hi. How are you, Monica?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. I wasn't trying to disrupt everything.
Oh, you okay? Say your opinion.
I was just making the point of if these people were not, because these companies made billions of dollars off these people's likeness. And so what I'm basically trying to relate is if they didn't pay these people proper money for their likeness, what's done is done, but at least you can do is try to make the situation whole. And going through all these things of changing the brand and taking the people's pictures down, and I feel like that's another, they're robbing these people now of the fact that now they can't collect the money because y'all changed the likeness on the you changed it. So either way it's a lose situation. So I'm just saying, just pay what you owe. That's all. I mean,
yeah.
If you did pay it, good. But if you didn't, just pay what you owe, and let's just move on. Like,
right, pay the people.
Yeah, just it's kind of pointless at this point to go, oh, now we're just gonna call it Ben's rice. Like, I grew up on Uncle Ben's rice, so
right.
how does that look?
And then like then you looking at it like Ben's original, like really, like that's it?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, why don't you just, instead of going through all these changes, just pay the money, pay to the family. I'm not saying pay everybody. I'm not
See,
saying
what I was telling everyone, the reason why they changed the name was because of they basically was saying because of Black Lives Matter and people was making it a racial thing, and so they revamped it. And they said they're going to revamp Mrs. Butterworth. They're going to revamp Aunt Jemima. And I'm like, who don't remember Aunt Jemima? Who, what?
See, and I look at that as that's a swift move from somebody in the higher ups in these companies. Like, oh snap, this is like a real movement. So let's get these Black people's faces off of here for their families get hip to the game and say, hey, y'all never paid us for that. That's how I'm looking at it. I could be wrong.
It may, hey, if they haven't paid them their money, they ain't paid them their money.
Exactly. So I think they're like 5 steps ahead of the situation. Somebody higher up that gets paid a lot of money to think about this. I think they're trying to rip these people off. Either way you look at it, they didn't pay them all this time, or if they did pay them, they paid them so little, and they didn't know that it was actually worth way more than what they got paid. It just seems
right.
like it just seems real suspect to me, and I'm not all on this whole everybody's racism, and I'm not all about that, but I'm just saying it just seems a little suspect if you look at it from the outside. Just a little bit. Like somebody is thinking ahead. Somebody's playing chess right now because they're like, oh, see, now these people's families and estates and their likeness really come after us, and we didn't pay what we were supposed to pay. And who's to say they didn't pay back royalties? See what I'm saying? So there might be a lot of money wrapped up in this,
Okay, well,
and that's what they're trying to
yeah,
do.
check this out though. What if they saying, well, we can remove Uncle Ben's face. They may be paying his family, and they don't, but they don't have no states no more because they took Uncle Ben's face off.
That's exactly. See, that's what I'm getting at. Like, either way, somebody's playing
Yeah,
some game. Somebody's playing something. Somebody's getting played, and they're trying to move underground or under the sheer darkness with this whole Black Lives Matter movement, and we just want to.
right.
And because if you really look around, everybody, like a lot of companies, they were all about that when the protests were high. Now they all kind of gone back to their normal,
Mm-hmm.
MO. Well,
Uh-huh.
and so these people that have made all this money off these likenesses of these people, I think they're like, oh no, we need to change this so later on, if this movement takes stake again, we ain't paying nobody nothing. They're like trying to cover their own, but like we ain't paying nobody nothing. So
Exactly.
take this face off of here. You can't say, oh, you used my likeness no more. I don't know.
Right.
I may be looking way too deep in there, but
No, because you just dropped a dime. Think about it. You just opened some people's eyes to something because they like, okay, y'all could have changed the name, but y'all didn't have to change the man. Y'all didn't have to take the man face down because that's what Uncle Ben's rightful name. You could have just changed it to Ben's original and kept the face.
but if you keep the face, you still got the family's gonna be like, hey, you still owe us money. But
True.
if you take the face off, then you keep then the estate of his, oh, you need to keep paying us. So you might be taking royalties from these people.
Yeah.
Like the Aunt Jemima family, I think it's Aunt Jemima or it's either Mrs.
Aunt your
Butterworth.
mammy or Aunt your mom. Yeah.
Yeah, I think her family, they still get money for the
Oh,
likeness being used. I read something about it. Their family still receives money from
but
her
they ain't finna
likeness
be
being
getting no
used.
money soon because they finna revamp
Exactly.
that.
See what I'm saying? Like they're finna take that likeness off. Now this company ain't got the brand has already been built. It's already been built. It's already been built.
Right.
So now they don't have to pay nothing for a brand that's already built. Because
That's crazy.
people are still gonna buy it. Like, are you gonna stop buying? You're still gonna call it Uncle Ben's rice. It ain't gonna be Ben's rice. You're
Right.
still gonna call it. It's still the brand is already there. That box is very cemented.
It's gonna
in
be
our brain.
Ben's original.
Exactly, but we still gonna buy it. There's still gonna be people that's gonna call it Uncle Ben's rice. So
Right.
the brand
Just
is
the same
already
as
built.
Mrs. Butterworth. Right. Mrs. Butterworth is named because of the bottle. So they're gonna change the whole bottle?
No, they ain't gonna change. Then yeah, no, y'all ain't gonna do all. You can say what you want, but I'm not. I'll believe it when I see it. I mean, I ain't got a whole bunch of years like my other family older family
Okay.
members, but I got enough years on this earth where I ain't believe you ain't. That meat is greasy. So stop playing with me. Stop playing. Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. But
Okay.
okay. I'm just one of those people. Okay, if that's what you want to go with, okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna look at you sideways, but okay.
Okay.
Well, I'm gonna get off of here because
All right.
I gotta tear up
Okay.
my
Thank
room
you
some
for
more.
coming on here. Thank you so
Thank you
much
for
for coming
having
on here.
me. Bye, everybody.
Bye. All right. Thank you, Christine, for coming on here and giving your opinion. I'm glad that you did. So make sure you guys are. I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. Once again, thank you, Christine, in real life, for coming on here and speaking your opinion. I love that. I love that people are able to give their genuine opinion about some things. So, guys, make sure you guys, if you have not hit that like button, hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, make sure you guys hit the subscribe button. Make sure you guys. Oh yeah, and turn on the notification bell so you'll know when I come out with another video. Anyway, ignore Jayla. But anyway, make sure you guys tune in for the daily tips in the morning. It will be a replay, but in Friday morning I will be coming with another video. So make sure y'all have a good night. Make sure you guys get plenty of rest. And I good night.